So here's a bit of a delta flip now. So we had lots of aggressive selling coming in, and then followed by lots of aggressive buyers, more aggressive buyers and sellers. We got a delta. So this is an area I like for a bounce. I want to see it break this trend line. Let's see it break 2 minutes and a bit of a down 2-minute trend. Let's just wait and see. Patience is the name of the game. Another positive delta. So we've got aggressive buyers coming in. Sellers are definitely absorbing the buyers down in this region. So that massive big 800 delta, big aggressive buyers coming in. So I'm watching for a potential bounce in this area. This is the area we identified in the pre-market prep. Sunny says market's going open less than a minute. Sorry, I was a bit delayed. I wasn't looking at the comments. So let's see what happens. Have the sellers absorbed all the buyers down here and the buyers are exhausted? We can look at the order flow and see whether they're exhausted, or are the buyers gonna outlast the sellers and we see seller exhaustion. We can still see lots of sellers in these candles, so there's no reason to rush into any of these at the moment. So more aggressive buyers down here. Sellers are definitely driving the price down. Wasn't a massive amount of sign that there was more sellers and buyers, because mainly positive deltas coming down here. So there was no real big sign. Let's go back to just for the open. So big positive, first negative, big positive, reduction in buyers there. Aligned, lack of buyers, I think we spoke about that earlier. And then we did have a bit of a sell-off then. Big positive delta on the next one. So that's the delta flip. Entry could have been on the first pullback. Big positive delta with no response. So that could have been our entry. But that was before the market opened. That's kind of what we look for when the market's opened as well. Got buyers still coming in. So are the buyers going to absorb all these sellers? Price is not moving in that direction. Big red candle on Nasdaq as well. So positive delta, and then a big negative delta, similar to what we saw here, and then a big positive delta. So still watching. I'd like to see this 2-minute break. Then I want to see aggressive buyers coming in. I'm going to be looking for a long. Did I say watch 25 for a bounce? We came right into that area. So this is the zone I'm watching. 25 to 31, this zone here. I want to see it break out of this zone. So I've got ES 75.31 to 75.25 bounce. And that was based on us looking at the previous few days pivots, confluence area, and it was that 50 moving average below as well, and a volume shelf if I remember rightly. Let's just see what happens. That's why, even though we saw the delta flip starting to work here, we don't just jump in, we wait for better confirmation. So break a trend. It's still in that downtrend you can see on the footprint chart there. You know, this is only a 10 range, so if we're not seeing it break trend on the 10 range, we're definitely not going to see it on the 5-minute or the 2-minute. So another positive delta. We've still got buyers down here. Sellers I meant down here. Down sitting at 75.25. So what I'm looking for now, we've broken the 2 minute, we've broken the 10 range. I'm looking for a breakout and then a bit of a pullback, a bit of a rest, just so we're not chasing it. So we had first signs of weakness was a positive doubt on a red candle. So we know buyers are absorbing all the sellers down here. And again on the next candle, 193, we had a plus 700 almost. They had a big selling candle and then the buyers came back in. So that little pullback, we've broken that first pivot. Positive delta, I like this long. Look at this. Look at the aggressive buyers coming in now. So let's just try and find an entry. Lack of sellers down at the low here, only 9, 65, 29. So it's showing a little bit of exhaustion. So this is the zone I like, the breakout from 75.31. This is the exact area I said to watch for a bounce. And it's just about patience, waiting for that entry. And if we're going long, there's no point going long if you don't have a target in mind as well. So long, we would have to target at least 75.42. This zone here, we'll be coming into that area of confluence. Otherwise, we can target pre-market high, yesterday's low, 75.50. That's another area we said we're watching today as well. So this is that pullback. Now I'm looking for an active, not much aggressive sellers in this candle, only minus 135. So I'm just keeping an eye on the volume. We've got big volume in that last candle, 5,300, 2,700, almost 3,000 this candle. So it's been contested now. So let's just see what happens when we break out, coming up to 5,000. Here we go. Now I'm looking for the long, big positive delta. Lots of buyers at the high of this candle. So I'm now long. I got my stop below this candle and my safety stop just below that as well. My first target will be 75.35. That's my 10 tick target. Buyers are coming in. You can see that bottom tail here. Just want to see some follow through breaking out over this area. So I prefer it to break more convincingly when I go long. I want to see it break out rather than just sit there. Buyers are definitely buying in right now. So my first target will be 35, which will be 10 ticks. My next target will be 20 ticks. That's if we hit it. It might even hit my stops. But looking good. Positive delta, small negative delta, lots of positive deltas. So these are the trades I quite like, because it gives you a bit more confirmation. So lack of sellers on that last candle, which is good. It means there's no sellers. That's why I went long. That's my 10 ticks. Nice easy trade. Now next target will be 20 ticks. Look at the buyers coming in now. Lots and lots of buyers. So we've broken the trend on this cumulative delta chart. We've broken the 2 minute trend. We broke this footprint trend as well. Remember I said we don't just rush in. So we're coming up to the 20 tick target. Hopefully we have a nice big push. Deltas, still positive deltas. There we go. So now I'm break even and it's a green day, whatever happens for me. So nice, easy trade. And again, we just use patience to take it. No need to rush in. My next target, I've only got one contract. I only took 3 contracts at ES. That's what I normally take on a scalp. I've got I've got 75.53 as a 80 tick target. I hit an 80 tick target on Friday, by the way. I forgot to say. I just let it run. I did similar to this. I think I had a losing trade, and then I just left it running. So I hit 8R, nice easy 8R, and it was the high of Friday. In fact, I was busy doing other things as well. I have scouts as well, so I just thought, you know what, I'm at break even. Whatever happens, I'm going to be in profit. I've forgotten about that. I should have mentioned that earlier. So yeah, nice 8R move on Friday. I think I was up about $1,000 on Friday, even after the couple losses I took. So I'm going to be I will be trailing. Positive delta. We've got a big negative delta coming up now. So either the buyers are going to step up now and absorb all these sellers, or it's going to reject. So I want to give it a bit more space to trail. So I'll just be trailing the previous point of controls. So that's where my break even is here. Big negative delta, not a red candle. So we've got sellers, aggressive sellers in this candle, but the buyers are just absorbing them. I've realised $400 per account so far. So there's about 250 left. Okay, it says here 250. There you go, we've broken out. Negative delta. So I'm trailing. I'm going to go below that point of control just there. So 75.35 is my better than break even stop. So whatever happens, I'm going to be really green today. Excuse me. Did anybody else jump in on the same trade? This is a good trade, a really good trade. How about that? We literally nailed the bottom. Craig Carter did as well. Good for you. And that's why we do a pre-market prep and we have these levels in mind before we start, because it adds to the strategy, you know, adds to the confidence as well. You know, we're not just getting in because it looks right. So I'm trailing now. I'm up to the next align point control, 75.39. You're welcome, Craig. And remember, there was lots of reasons, excuse me, there's lots of reasons why we liked that area. If you rewind back to the pre-market when I was reviewing it, I said I like the confidence area. It's a pivot from a few days ago. There was a fair value gap as well, an hourly one. Again, don't forget we have got reduced volume. Look at the volume. We had the bounce candle. We had that big wide range candle on less volume. So don't get too excited about the long. Let's see whether we get more sustained volume on this candle. We are getting negative deltas coming in. So are we starting to see some chinks in the armor here? That's why I'm trailing. I'm not going to give back all this lovely profit. So that's my 8R target, which is coming in close. It's in sight. Okay, so let's just zoom in a bit. Let's see what's going on. Negative delta coming into this area of confidence as well, 75.45 area. So I'm going to trail up to those buying imbalances just here. So if we break those buying imbalances and the sellers are taking control, we've got 2 negative deltas in a row at the moment. So that's our first sign of weakness. So if we can hold above this 75.45 area, then I'll try and get my stop to there. Remember, we are watching 75.51 area. That's a potential rejection point or target. And I do like it long over that area as well, because it's over the yesterday's high. Oh, sorry, no, over pre-market high. So 75.55. So keep an eye on a breakout over this area. But look at those two. It's a pre-market high and it's yesterday's low. I know we can ignore largely what happened yesterday because it was only the Asian market open. But if we get into that area, I do like seeing. I'll talk about the ORB in a second. I do like seeing these levels both taken out. We're not going to take out the orb now, but so this acts as a double layer. So pre-market high, yesterday's low, and when I'm playing break and retest or previous day levels, I prefer a break and retest short of yesterday's low and a break and retest long of yesterday's high, because that's with the trend. It's going in the direction of yesterday's market. So going back to the footprints and the order flow, minus 137. So aggressive sellers came in on this candle, even though the buyers absorbed them. Minus 491. Price didn't push up, nor did it sell off. So the buyers absorbing all these sellers up here right now. Look at this, minus 750. So the buyers absorbing these sellers as well. So really good reason. If we lose this area, hence why my stops there, then we're probably going to be changing the trend. It might be a temporary shift in trend, but we're scalping for a reason. The ORB now, by the way, is in. We've got our ORB low sitting at pre-market low. So keep an eye on 75.26. The opening range high is the 75.40 area. Look at this massive negative delta, minus 1,000. And the buyers are holding up the market with all these sellers coming in right now. We're not seeing it here. Even on the cumulative delta, we're having a small candle coming in, almost barely anything, not even registering. There we go, first red. So now holding this area here for me is the right thing to do. Like I said, we want to be just below these buying imbalances, because if we lose these, look at this, minus 2,000. There's a big seller up here. I didn't see any large orders, but we know it's a big seller because buyers couldn't break through it, and I'm about to stop out. There we go, and I've hit my target. I've hit my trading stop, I meant. And that's why we trail. Look at this, aggressive sellers are coming in now. Only 3 buyers at the top of that candle. You could flip now and go short. Big aggressive sell there, big aggressive sell there, selling imbalances. You could do the same data flip we played earlier, where we wait for a slight green bar and then wait for the breakdown. We've broken the uptrend. No, we haven't. We're holding that uptrend. We've broken it on this 2 minute. We've broken it on this footprint chart as well. So the seller's coming back. So how about that for a decent trade? I'm not sure what my final... I'm up $800 per account today, which is not a bad day. So Craig says, Paul, you are so good. Oh, thank you. Make me blush. How long have you been doing this for? I started it this morning. I'm joking. I've been staring at the markets probably 10 to 12 hours a day since about 2021, just after COVID, when everything started reopening again. Because I started looking for another source of income. When I had lots of computer shops, and obviously COVID closed all my computer shops, and I lost all my income from them. I lost the income from the offices I was supporting as well. And I thought, if this ever happens again, I don't want to have all my eggs in one basket. So I started looking around, and as you do, I was on YouTube and I saw somebody do a YouTube video, and I've always been interested in the markets, but I've never really done much. I've followed it, but that's about it. And I saw someone on YouTube say, I've just made $10,000 in 20 minutes. And obviously my ears pricked up. Found myself a get rich quick scheme, I thought. So I put about £2,000, which is about $2,500 into some stocks. I had no idea what I was doing, and I made about £5,000. I thought, oh, this is easy. I'm a stock trader now. And then that was literally the highs before the market crashed, and then I lost that and a lot more over the next year. And I realised it's not that easy, and it's really, really difficult. And so it's been the most difficult thing I've ever done. So I decided to learn it properly. So I pumped a lot of time, effort, money into it, and I just watched the market. I've been watching level 2. I watched level 2, order flow. Here we go. I said this could have been the sell point here, by the way. Remember I said wait for a pullback and then the breakdown. Wasn't convinced on that